This is Mungo Dark Matter, and welcome to Dark Matters. Today we're going to discuss coffee grounds and their use in the garden. Coffee grounds are really useful in the garden. Not only can you use them for compost, but you can use them to fertilize your garden as well. You can use it to make kind of a compost type of tea type thing by steeping it for 24 hours in water. You can put the grounds directly on top of the soil, and there are two reasons to do that. One is it acts as a fertilizer. The other is it stops slugs from going towards the plants because they don't like to crawl over it because it's acidic and kind of rough on them. And the other use is when you plant something, you can actually put some of the coffee grounds under the ground. The nice thing about coffee grounds is it's considered a green component of compost. There are two components of compost: green, which is heavy in nitrogen, and brown, which is heavy in carbon. And if you mix the two together, the composts a lot faster. So people try to get even amounts of it. And most people have access to a lot of dead leaves in their yards if you have a yard. If you're in an apartment or something and you're doing a container garden, you may not have as much access to leaves. But you can probably get leaves various places, falling from the trees that you rake up, or maybe you know someone who has a yard and who rakes up a lot of leaves, and they'd probably be glad to give you a bag or two of them if you needed them. Green compost is a little harder to get. You can get that from leftover vegetables, like peelings from cucumbers or any sort of vegetable. But you may not be producing as many of those. And you can get it also from coffee. Coffee is considered a green source of compost. But one of the best sources that you can get coffee from, and a lot of it, is your local coffee shops. There's a lot of Starbucks and other coffee shops around, and they'd be happy to get you coffee grounds if you ask for it. I got this from my local coffee shop, and I give them a container every so often, and they'll fill it up. And if you look in here, what they've given me are, they just, this is like a little cake of coffee that's left over after they make espresso. So they put this in here, and there's no paper in here. You can go ahead and take the paper, because paper will compost too. So if the coffee place that you're getting it from gives you paper and coffee grounds, that's fine as well. I got these particular coffee grounds from a local Caribou Cafe, which is another chain of coffee houses. So they were nice. They're nice enough to let me drop off the container once a week if I want, and they'll fill it up. It takes them a few days to fill up the container, so you usually leave it there a while. This is a 5-gallon bucket, which is just a paint bucket that I bought at like a hardware store for a couple bucks. Some people get these from restaurants or bakeries where they're buying quantities of dough or condiments or whatever, and they actually have them in a container like this, and you can clean them out and actually get them for free. So that's a great way to get the coffee. You can use it for your compost. You can use it to make a kind of fertilizer tea similar to compost tea, or you can apply it directly to the ground, or just mix it in with the dirt when you plant stuff. I'm Mungo Dark Matter, and this has been Dark Matters, and whatever you do, have fun gardening.
What you want, what you want. Come on.